So my name's Sarah.
Yeah.
That's Logan. We did our presentation on Australia, Sydney, and so yeah, Blake. Okay, so I chose this as the first slide because when I think of Australia, Sydney, the Opera House immediately comes to my mind. There are many things that you can go to do at the Sydney Opera House. One of them being to be entertained. And you can be entertained by the numerous orchestras that they have there, the dancing, the theater, the singing. There are numerous things that you can do here, and all for a good price as well. And also, it's just,
Gets me there.
why wouldn't you want to be like the ultimate destination at Australia, Sydney?
So this is the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and this bridge is in a lot of pictures with the actual Opera House because this bridge connects the business center district of Sydney to the main north side. And while you're going across the bridge, it's great for sightseeing because you can see a great view of the Opera House from the bridge. You can see a great view of the Darling Harbour, and you can basically just see all of Sydney throughout just from this bridge. And
yeah, okay. So this is Bondi Beach. Whether you're seeking to relax or seeking to go on an adventure, going here is the place for you. So you can go and snorkel and be greeted by the fishes, or you can decide to lounge on the beach and take in the wonderful weather that Sydney has, whether it be sunny, maybe a bit breezy. You can read a book or just take pictures. Whatever you want to do, you can do it here with the numerous amounts of people.
Are there sharks there?
this is the Darling Harbour, and the Darling Harbour is the main business district of Sydney. So there's a bunch of shopping centers, there's hotels. This is the tourist destination that you want to be on. It's the heart of Sydney basically. It's all of your main attractions. You can get to basically any of the main tourist attractions like the Opera House or the bridge or the shopping districts or any of that. It's on it.
Is that like a needle like in Seattle?
I'm not sure what it exactly is. So this is the main amusement park. It's based off of the Luna Park that was on Coney Island in New York. This one is not so much of a amusement park and more of a carnival because they used to have more roller coasters, but after a fire it closed for a while and then it reopened and now it looks like this. And it's basically their one amusement park in all of Australia.
Oh wow.
I don't know what else to really talk about.
Okay, so this is the Sydney Central Business District. Here you can find over 400 specialty shops in which you can either purchase souvenirs or places that you would get from your local markets. Whatever it may be, you will find a treasure, and whatever store you want to go to, it might be high-end or just regular, it doesn't really matter. You can also see a lot of people and just how diverse it may be, so you can maybe meet new people while you're shopping, and yeah. So, also, this is the Royal Botanical Gardens. As you probably know, Sydney, Australia is very environmentally inclined. So coming here, you can look at all the flowers and even the art. So they even have sculptures that you can admire and take pictures with or take pictures of. And there's just a lot you can do here and just take in the scenery and what it has to offer. And yeah, so.
There you go.
So this is one of the many museums and national parks. This is Fort Denizen, which is basically just a military outpost on the coast of Australia. They have many other national parks like this, like the Cadman's Cottage, which is the oldest residential building in Sydney, and it's used as their national park center. And you can go in and take tours of places like this, the Cadman's Cottage. There's basically a bunch of national parks there and a bunch of historical buildings that you can go to.
So this is the State Theater. It's another theater. Sydney has a lot of these, and here you can watch entertainment, and you can also they also have the Sydney Film Festival that they hold every year, I believe. And with that, you can just feature your films that you're making if you're into that, or like I said, you can also just enjoy what they may have to bring to you, and you can also just explore the inside of it. As you can see, it's kind of grand and big, and then yeah.
These are the two hotels that you can stay at. That we went from one that was fairly cheap and one that was fairly expensive. So the Hilton one on the left it's in that Darling Harbour, as you can see by the needle. And so this hotel, it's a little bit expensive, but it's within like a few miles or within like public transportation distance between the Opera House, the State Theater, Luna Park, all of the attractions. And then this is like a different thing, but it was for a beach.
It's a koala. Okay,
Gotta love
safari.
that.
So, as you also probably know, Australia, Sydney is like basically one big zoo. There's a bunch of animals, and at certain zoos, here you can have breakfast with the koalas. So, like, who wouldn't want to do that? And you can just see many of the cute animals that they have, such as like emus and kangaroos. And
Don't get her
this
started.
cheeky guy right here, because it's a koala.
That's so cute.
So the climate in Australia is very similar to here. Usually the year-round high is about 71. So clothes you want to get, you want to do like just basically what you have now. And all of the geography is like rolling hills. There's some, it's all just like rolling hills and nothing really, not too flat but not super steep. And that's a picture of that bridge that I was talking about. The left is the business district with the Opera House, and the right is the actual north side, like the main residential.
Okay, so I chose this picture for the culture aspect of it all, since it's very diverse. Many people come here from all around the world, and along with that, their cuisine is just diverse, and everything that they have here is just, it's different. So, like I said before, you can meet many different people if you want to, or you can just like walk around and see what else that Australia, Sydney has to offer, including the many attractions such as theaters and stuff like that.
So this is the part that you guys have been waiting for with the food. So they have their main like sweet candies are the Tim Tams, which are like biscuits covered in chocolate. And so the cake on the left is, its nickname is Australia's national cake. So that's the famous cake that I have, and I believe it's called Lamington.